On this video, we talk about the Inter player that Spalletti wants to sell, PSG's meeting for Donnarumma, and some new updates on Milan's attack. What's up, everybody? I'm Marco Messina.
And I'm Michael Cantaris.
And welcome to Italian Football TV. This is our daily Serie A news recap, where we're going to take you through all the latest Serie A news. And like you guys have been loving in the comment section below, because we're always checking the comments, you like the two shorter videos, so let's get this one kicked off with some official news that happened today, starting with Inter. Spalletti finally joined. It was finally announced. This one was long coming. He says, I'm happy to be a part of this great family called Inter. And then straight into the questions about Perisic. And he said, I'm not convincing anyone. Whoever doesn't want to be here, they can leave. Again, we know that Perisic, they're saying that Inter want to keep him. Spalletti specifically wants to keep him. And the new updates on that is Man United presented a 40 million euro bid to Inter for Perisic. Inter said no. They want 55 to 60 million. They're still talking. But again, it seems like Spalletti wants to keep Perisic. And the last Inter news, and then comment, Mike. Spalletti doesn't care about keeping Medel. They're not going to be renewing his contract. They are open to selling Medel. So your thoughts on everything real quick?
I'm not crazy on Medel. I had a question for you. Whatever's happening now, Spalletti signed for Inter. Give me a prediction for next year. A top 5 team for the Serie A?
I gotta see the
I'm
team
saying
first.
without, with just Spalletti.
Top 5. I think top 5, yes.
I think so too.
Okay, so let's keep moving on with Napoli. They've got 2 new names in the goalkeeping situation. We know Peperina is looking further and further away. And these are 4 players who joined Neto and Leno already. So Merit from Spal. And this guy, Cragno, who's Benevento's goalkeeper, Napoli are interested in them too. And the only other Napoli news is that they're meeting with the agent of Osasuna's midfielder, Berengor, and they're trying to sign him for under 9 million. Don't know much about him, but that's what Napoli is doing. And now, with the huge news, Milan news is always the biggest because they're doing the most on the Mercato. Starting out with PSG wanting to meet with Donnarumma. PSG are supposed to be meeting Milan in the coming days to talk about Donnarumma. Milan are still optimistic that Donnarumma will renew, but PSG want to have that initial meeting with Milan for Donnarumma.
They want to wave a little money in front of him, but I still feel like Donnarumma's saying, I don't care how much they offer him the most. I still feel like he's saying that's his club since he was a kid, and what do you think?
No, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I think that something could happen, and maybe it would benefit.
So you think there's a possibility?
I think there's a possibility.
Okay,
I think there's a possibility.
I don't think so at all.
So with Andrea Conti, there's been some contradictions on this report. Anyway, Conti's agent came out today saying Andrea Conti only wants Milan. We have an agreement with Milan, meaning a contract. Atalanta's president came out saying Milan haven't even asked about him, so we don't know who's lying in the situation. And Sky are saying that Atalanta want 28 million, so they still need to reach Atalanta and Milan. There's a big distance, and Milan are also looking at another option in case this doesn't go through. Forsberg from RB Leipzig from the Bundesliga, and they want 25 million. So if you're going to spend that much, might as well go for the young Italian kid. More for Milan, there's still a lot. Milan met with representatives of Tolisso and Aubameyang today at Casa Milan, but it still seems likely that Tolisso won't be going to Milan or Juventus because he's getting closer to joining Bayern Munich. And with the attacking situation, Morata going more towards Manchester United. Kalinic arose as the new name today in the attack as an alternative for Belotti. And speaking about alternatives for Belotti, they are starting to say, Sky are starting to say that Milan do not like the price that Torino is asking for him. They want a lot of money, and they might even go for Andre Silva, James Rodriguez, those kind of names, and try to sign 2 of the other names that we're hearing. So Kalinic, Andre Silva, James Rodriguez, etc., etc.
I get that.
Would you sign 2 of them or sign 1 of Belotti?
I think 1.
1 of Belotti.
If Kalinic, I'd be pretty mad if Kalinic.
No, Kalinic is not Milan.
Well, that's not the worst idea if 2 strikers go there, but still, I'd rather have Belotti.
I think so too. I agree. Milan are monitoring the situation with Darmian and Sansone because they also met with his agent. Darmian is a tough one. They also met with Di Gennato's agent today. His contract is expiring at Cagliari, and they're just monitoring that situation. So now, with some quick extra news, we said how Paulo Sousa was very close to joining Jiangsu. It seems like he did not agree economic terms. We know how these Chinese clubs like to give high offers, but they couldn't back it, according to him. And Capello is set to sign as Jiangsu's new coach, and he's gonna bring Zambrotta and Brocchi in his staff. Other news, Davide Nicola started his journey to Torino, so we're gonna be following that. If you follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, so we'll give you live updates on that one. Cagliari are close to renewing with Borriello. And the last news is that Crystal Palace is interested in signing Claudio Ranieri. So, a lot of big news, again, dominated by Milan, but I'm optimistic that now with Spalletti joining Inter, we're gonna start having some Inter news, and it's gonna be a little bit more balanced.
Yeah, for sure. They wanted Spalletti to go first, and now hopefully we see some mercato from both Milan clubs. But I still want to see from the rest too. I want to see Napoli, Roma, and Juve.
That's why watch our next video, and you're gonna get all the complete news. So as always, comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out our next video. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao, guys.
Ciao, ragazzi.